For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Watch the end. Check.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Haskins will throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. On first down, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Haskins back to the air. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Love. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Hopkins' kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up
well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, McDonald. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
To throw on third down. McDonald, that's out to his running back, Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. On the carry, it's Love. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
He's taken down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Running on first down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's McDonald. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
8-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Haskins to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the gun, McDonald throwing middle, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Haskins. Throw left side, complete. That's Love. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On 1st down, McDonald. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McDonald. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is McDonald. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with McDonald. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
Now, I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, McDonald. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. Here's Haskins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Hey, Forty's mic right there. Forty's mic. Check. Fresno. Whip.
Here's Love. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. This is Love. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Lucky.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. From the left hash, this from 37.
A 37-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got 3, folks, we got 3.
Here's McDonald to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
21 yards.
The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
Touchdown, 49ers. Leonard Fournette, 40 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Anyway. Kill.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Haskins. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
This is Fournette. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. McDonald. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. McDonald. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the 49ers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Score, Niners 15. Washington 3. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Haskins, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Washington on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now Haskins on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing again. Here's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, it's Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Left guard defense. Left guard defense.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.